Alright, man, we're back in the Houston Rockets hypothetical, and today we're talking about how the Houston Rockets could develop a trade package for Luka Doncic, and honestly, what this sort of means for us moving forward. So, what's up? My name is Jae'sean. If you guys like the video, drop it down below, press the subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So, I thought it'd be pretty interesting to talk about Luka Doncic today because there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors going around that Luka Doncic has not been on good terms with the inside organization of the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, it's not word from articles and stuff, but for the most part, that's what the news and the rumors are on. And honestly, it's pretty interesting to look at. I mean, I've been seeing a few not necessarily rumors, but a few maybe proposals of Luka Doncic getting traded to other teams. Though I saw the Heat on this one post where they would send Victor Oladipo, Tyler Hero, Robinson, Nunn, Achua, and 2 first-round picks for Luka. Pretty interesting stuff, but obviously this is a Rockets video, and today we're gonna talk about what they would give up for Luka, and honestly what the team would look like after the trade would be done. So, first of all, let's go over his stats: 28 points per game, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Basically, a really solid season from Luka Doncic. One of the best players this season, man. If I'm being honest with you, he was really good this season. Obviously it's his third year, I want to say, standing at 22 years old. Absolutely ridiculous, 22 years old, averaging 28 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Absolutely amazing. Over the season, shooting 48% from the field and 35% from 3. His shooting splits are really good for someone of his caliber. I mean, his 3-point could be a little bit higher, but he's only 22. He still has a lot of time to improve. So I'm not too worried about his 3-point shooting, but the thing I am worried about is his free throw shooting at 73% at the line, which is not that good. A lot of times in the Clippers Maverick series, he missed 2 free throws in a row, or basically just split one of them and made the other. So that's definitely a concern about his game, is that he needs to get a free throw percentage up. He also, his game doesn't have too many weaknesses. His defense needs some work, but for the most part, he's been playing some pretty solid defense. He's already an all-around good player, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, really good player all around. But just got to work on defense and having that free throw percentage down, or up, obviously. So now let's just get into what the Rockets would give up. Now, this is all considering that we do get the top 4 pick, specifically the number 1 pick. So if we get if we get that top 4 pick, we honestly might patch that with John Wall, Christian Wood, maybe Jae'Sean Tate. That'd probably be way too much, probably an overpay. But the top 4 pick, John Wall, Christian Wood, and maybe 1 or 2 firsts, I want to say. Or maybe Jae'Sean Tate, John Wall, Christian Wood, and maybe the top 4 pick and 1 first-round pick for Luka Doncic. And obviously after that would be probably Luka, KPJ. Who'd start at small forward? Probably Sterling Brown, KJ Martin, and then assuming we do sign Kelly Olynyk back in the offseason, honestly, that would honestly be an even worse lineup than it is right now. Obviously we have Jae'Sean Tate, Christian Wood, KJ Martin, and KPJ. That's already solid core right there, solid 4 core. But just getting rid of our depth, getting Christian Wood out of there, getting basically Jae'Sean Tate out of there, those are 2 cornerstones of our future right there, and honestly just wiped out of existence. So getting Luka Doncic is going to come at a really high price, but for someone of his caliber, it'd be definitely interesting to see. Luka beside KPJ, that'd be an absolutely electrifying duo. Obviously Luka Doncic will have another ball handler beside him in KPJ, someone that could ball handle, someone that could shoot the ball, and then KPJ can dish it out to Luka Doncic, who obviously does Luka Doncic stuff, and that's step back threes, a lot of the driving plays. So it definitely would be interesting to see Luka Doncic in a Houston Rockets jersey, and not to mention that Steven Silas is there too, and he was a huge factor for Luka Doncic's development last year. And honestly, it would be a really cool connection to see Steven Silas and Luka Doncic back on the same team. So I definitely would like Luka on the team, but I just feel like we'd be paying so much for him, and so much, so much. Obviously Christian Wood's a fan favorite in Houston, man. His value is absolutely high right now for the type of caliber season he had, but we're probably going to leave him untouchable for right now. We might look to trade him in the offseason, but I highly doubt we trade him at all until maybe his last year of the deal. But honestly, I want to keep Christian Wood here for as long as we can possibly. And honestly, hopefully we could get a good trade package for him. Maybe some 2 good young players and a couple of first-round picks. Highly doubt that, but for the most part, I want to keep Christian Wood here. Jae'sean Tate, also want to keep him here too. Good all-around player. Just needs to work on his shooting, but for the most part, he's been absolutely phenomenal for us. Same thing with KPJ and KJ Martin. So I definitely wouldn't want to get rid of this future core, obviously, but Luka Doncic, with his caliber of play and honestly what he does on the court, I don't think you can pass up on that, man. I mean, obviously, like getting the top 4 pick, specifically the number 1 pick, get Cade Cunningham, but it's Luka Doncic, 22 years old, averaging 28 points per game. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous, man. I mean, would you rather have Cade or Luka Doncic? Like, that's a huge, huge, huge debate. I mean, honestly, like, you can't really debate Cade Cunningham because obviously he's not in the league, but just imagine that Cade Cunningham in the league with Luka Doncic. I mean, it'd be a really tough choice, but Luka Doncic with what he's doing right now, I mean, that's basically championship caliber team. Not necessarily championship caliber team, obviously depends on obviously like the role players and the bench players, but for the most part, I mean, any team that has Luka on it, like they're already playoff bound, maybe second round exit, depends on what team they are. But for the most part, I mean, Luka Doncic, man, I mean, you can't really pass up on Luka if you got a good package in. So honestly, if we could get Luka for maybe Christian Wood, a couple of picks, maybe John Wall, that'd be good. Now for the Maverick side of things, I mean, getting Christian Wood and John Wall's a good playmaker there. You'd replace Luka Doncic in the point guard role. Now Christian Wood beside KP would be absolutely amazing. They both can stretch the floor. KP can play some interior defense, Wood can, but that's where KP basically just covers for Wood. Now Wood has driving game and Porzingis doesn't have like an inside game, so they kind of covered each other's weaknesses, which is absolutely great. So KP and Christian Wood on the same team would be pretty amazing. I mean, just imagine John Wall, KP, Kristaps Porzingis, and Christian Wood. I mean, that's an absolutely great 3 right there. But obviously, John Wall's injury prone. Kristaps Porzingis injury prone. Christian Wood, he's not necessarily injury prone, but can get injured sometimes. So that's the only concern with my team. Well, with the Mavericks team is that they're very injury prone, and also got THJ. Who's a power forward? Oh yeah, it was KP, but they got Dorian Finney-Smith. I mean, they got a lot of role players which are pretty okay, but they definitely need some scoring off the bench too. They could include Eric Gordon in that trade package, John Wall, Eric Gordon, Christian Wood, and that top 4 pick, but I don't know if they want to take on Eric Gordon's extra salary. So that's my take on the Luka Doncic situation, and honestly, if we could get a trade package ready for Luka and they want it, I definitely do it, man. So that's the end of the video. If you guys like the video, drop it in below, press subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.